Hey everyone.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on another Adobe Live. My name is Alana, and I will be your host today. And we'd like to invite you all to join the Adobe Live community by subscribing to our YouTube channel and following us at Adobe Live on Instagram so that you can be informed on the latest streams, updates, and more. It is now my honor to introduce our guest for today's stream, the amazingly talented Sammi Zaleski. How are you doing today, Sammi?
Thanks, Alana. I'm good. It's early in Australia, but we're coping. We're doing it. We're here.
Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Okay, so Sammy's tuning in from Australia. I'm in New York. Let us know in the
My
chat
God.
where you're tuning in from. Let us know, maybe this is your first time tuning into Adobe Live. We want to know all the things. And I'll be monitoring the chat. So if you have any questions for Sammi as they work, I will be able to relay those questions and get those answered for you. And thank you so much always to our wonderful mods who will also be fielding questions from the YouTube chat if they appear. So, Sammi, you're obviously so talented and got some amazing things for us today. Can you just do a quick intro of yourself for people who aren't familiar with your work? Show us a little bit of your portfolio, and then we could jump in.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm Sammi Zaleski. I'm based in Melbourne, Australia. I'm a concept artist, storyboard artist, and illustrator for both illustration and animation industries. I worked at a bunch of studios and companies at this point, and on a range of kids' books and that kind of thing. Um, And so and also it's my birthday today.
Oh my goodness, happy birthday, Sammi. Oh, that's
I
freaking
know,
awesome.
I
Okay.
know. And
That's
we're starting a new chapter,
oh, that's
the
great.
25 chapter with
Oh,
Adobe.
that's awesome. Happy birthday.
Thanks. Yeah, so this is a bit of my work. I love, love, love color, I love character design. It's my jam, and that's what we're going to be kind of talking about today. And obviously, with professional working as an artist, you get a lot of art block, and you don't get a lot of time to deal with that. You're just like, I have to work because this show has to come out, or this book has to come out, or something like that. And the companies don't wait, so you have to figure out a way to draw that day.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think especially coming up to the holidays, when burnout is a thing,
Ugh, I
it's really
definitely feel
helpful.
that.
I know, it's like there's only 2 more months and it's already feeling like it's slowing down a little with the creative battery. So this is hopefully going to be helpful for people to navigate. It's probably not the usual way to get ideas and that kind of thing with art block, but I'm very idea centered, so it helps me. So hopefully it helps others.
No, that's awesome. I was really excited when I saw the topic of today's stream. I'm just like, this is what I need personally. So let us know if you're suffering from art block in the chat, maybe. But it's definitely something that everyone goes through. So super excited.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm super excited too. I'll just close this. So I guess to get started,
Yeah, take us
uh
away.
yeah. Well, we're gonna start with like sparking ideas because I think that can often be the opposite of art block, right? Where you're just like,
Mhm.
oh, I don't have anything to work with. So a lot of the time I'll just try to be an idea generation machine almost where, I'm just doing a brainstorm. So it all starts with words for me. And so what I would love in the chat is if anybody can list like a type of character, whether that's like a chef, a witch, pirate, something like that, and we'll go from there and brainstorm.
Oh, fun. All right,
Start the
chat.
stream.
We are charging you with a task. Please let us know, what do you want to see Sammi work on today? She said it could be a bear, a witch, something. Who knows? The possibilities are endless.
Yes, they are, especially with art block.
Oh,
We're
fun.
challenging it.
Oh, okay. We've got Lion Tamer from Clever in the
Wow,
chat.
that is
I love
so
that.
specific.
I know. I love that.
Okay. Yep. Got
Okay,
lion
Sarah
tamer.
in the chat said swimmer.
Swimmer. Okay. All right.
Swimmer or scuba diver, if you like more
Wow.
specific.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting everybody to be so specific. This is great.
I know the chat is awesome. So,
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm gonna add some options here too.
and like my
Let's
submission
see.
is bear or teddy bear.
Bear or teddy bear?
But, if anyone has more ideas, let us know in the chat. I'm loving this word bubble. Um, okay, someone said spelunker, and my vocabulary isn't that vast, so I feel like maybe that's someone who like explores in caves, possibly, but I don't know. And then someone also said lumberjack.
Wow.
I
Okay.
know.
I'm gonna write explorer because I'm actually not sure what that other word is.
Oh, explorer is good. Sorry, Jade, I'm not that advanced. I'm like, I don't
Sorry, Jade.
know.
You out here with your lessons, and we're
Oh,
just here.
okay, perfect. Okay, yes, we were both right. I'm just like someone who explores in caves, cave explorer. Boom.
Cool. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Cave explorer. Okay. That's so specific. That's cool.
I
All
know.
right. All right. I think that's enough options to go with. I missed the last one, but that's probably
Ooh.
okay.
Okay, to give a chance to the YouTube chat, they suggested a sloth who's a race car driver and a writer.
Okay. All right. You guys out here challenging me.
I know. I'm just like, this is the chat's world. We're just here.
We're just here. We're just living in it.
But we
They're
so
actually running this
appreciate
room.
it. I know we so appreciate the suggestions though. Oh, and lots of happy birthdays to you in the chat too.
Thanks, guys. Sloth race car driver. That's a writer.
That's
Was that
also
the?
a writer.
My God. Did not want to be drawing cars this morning. Don't worry. I'll just give you something unexpected instead. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna like start building this out a bit. So we're gonna look at for an explorer, it's it's like what kind of timeline are we thinking this explorer lives in? Whether it's like modern times or or actually hang on. Let's just pick the top three because otherwise it's gonna be a lot to get through. So I reckon we'll go with let's see. Swimmer, explorer is a cool one. I like the idea of this sloth one. I think we can do something really unexpected with it.
Oh,
And I'm just imagining like Ice Age-esque. Like another warm-up exercise that I will do that I won't do today, but I do a bunch of different things to kind of get out of my head and unlock ideas. And one of them is you use pictures of animals and you turn them into human beings. And
oh,
you take all their key features. So like a sloth, for example, is like, the eyes are out here. You could just have a human just chilling.
oh, that
Yeah.
is so cool. Okay, that's already a cheat code. Okay, so you picked three among the suggestions that are like your top
Mhm.
ones, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. So then we're just
awesome.
going to start building out personality and then who they could be. So, based on whether what timelines or, anything key about their personality or how they show up, whether they're like flamboyant or quirky in any way, like that would be an awesome combination if it's like, I don't know, something like a lion tamer, but like Elton John as well mixed together. And you're like, huh, that's not an expected thing, but it kind of
Yeah.
unlocks your brain a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm starting to see. I'm starting to see.
So if there's any suggestions in chat, let me know. But it's okay. So this one's pretty specific with sloth race car driver rider.
Oh,
So I like that.
and that's great. But CJ, one of our mods, clarified that writer was a separate suggestion. So it was a sloth race car driver, and then separately writer as a separate suggestion. So feel free to keep them combined or separate them. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yep.
let's just for time's sake, let's keep the sloth, keep the rider,
Okay.
combine them,
Okay.
and then we'll keep the explorer. And then is there any specific about the explorer that we're going to be doing here? Caves, is that's So we have to think about like, oh, there's
Yeah.
tools. Um, Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen Atlantis. That's a really good reference for this. So I,
Oh,
at this point, just start writing random ideas next to them because
okay.
that's the best way to keep going.
Okay.
And like there's no dumb ideas. It's just you just write word vomit basically of whatever comes. So when I think of swimmers, I think of their triangular bodies.
Hmm.
And then scuba divers, there's the tanks. I think that's the technical term for it. I don't know. The goggles. Uh, Sometimes you don't have the words, so you just have to draw it.
Oh, I love that though.
Yeah, this is kind of the messy part of ideas. Um, and a lot of explorers have these kind of pants.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
the
it's just
ones.
like, yeah, just like you just sort of know the look. Exactly right with the billow out in the in the
I don't
legs.
know what
Yeah.
they're called.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
But
Doesn't matter. We got it.
the chat has let us know that the snorkel eye mask thing for the scuba diver, that's
Yeah,
like a specific term. But
yeah.
explorer pants, I don't know. So they're just going to be explorer pants for now, I guess.
Short pants. So personality wise, we can definitely expand on that. Has anyone got any ideas for different personalities that they would think would be the best thing? Like right now, I'm my biggest description for my personality that companies like to assign me is quirky. I've been chasing it my whole life, away from it, I should say. Away,
Oh,
no, it's not my goal. But it
oh,
kind of just happened.
interesting.
Yeah.
Quirky. Oh, interesting. You know, maybe I don't know. When I was thinking of the cave explorer, I was just like, oh, you probably would like need to not be afraid of the dark, but maybe this cave explorer is.
Oh my God, afraid of the dark. I love that, Alana.
Yeah, and like
Afraid
any
of the
other
dark.
personality suggestions from the chat. How can we envision these
Afraid of the
imaginary
dark.
people?
A sloth rider. He could be, or she, or they, or them, you know.
Sloth,
It's
who
2023.
writes. Maybe writing is the only thing they can do quickly.
Mm,
That'd be
maybe,
funny.
yeah,
Oh,
they're
interesting.
prolific.
In the chat, in terms of like maybe for the cave explorer, maybe they're into mining, maybe they're a gem hunter or tomb
Cool.
raider, like Laura Croft,
Oh, cool.
getting all the treasure.
Wow, I'm just assigned to go in one little corner.
I know, right? Just like,
That happens. Um,
oh, this is a fun one. Bruce in the chat says, hiya, Sammy. Happy birthday, by the
Hi.
way. Explorer of the underground subway system or sewer system. They're like, sorry, New Yorker here. They probably inspired their suggestion, but that's pretty cool. That's an interesting way of thinking of a cave explorer.
Yeah. Okay. Explorer sewer system. Wow. I'm just like thinking of like different movies that have this experience. Like I think what's it? Flushed Away. I haven't talked about
Oh,
that one in years.
oh, okay. Wow. I didn't see that one, so I guess that's gonna be on my list now.
It was a
Um,
while. I don't know if it should be on your list, but
Oh, okay. Then that's totally fine too. Oh my goodness, all these great suggestions. Clever in the chat says the sloth could love oh wait, no, sorry, not the sloth. Maybe this is for the cave explorer.
we'll just combine them.
Loves joyriding coal carts. That's funny.
Okay, I reckon we can bring that in here.
Wow. Chat is on fire today. You guys are awesome.
Oh my God. Oh God, you're gonna like learn my spelling. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and just do this so I know which ones we're picking here. Have we
Oh
got anything
yeah.
else for swimmer?
Oh yeah, let's see. Let's see if we got hmm. I don't see stuff for swimmer. Sarah just says that Flushed Away is a great movie. um
Everyone's just gonna come for me all of a sudden.
No, but I don't know. It seems like you have a lot of fans here. And then Clever in the chat says sloth zip lining. I don't know, maybe they really enjoy zip lining.
Okay, we can weave that into the props. Zip liner. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I actually thoroughly enjoy these.
I know this is really funny. I'm just like, wow, I love leaning into just like whatever. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be like, it doesn't
But
have to
like,
make
see,
sense.
no, it doesn't. That's the best part about this whole thing. Art doesn't make sense any of the time, really. So, like, when you think about it, it's just everybody stitching imagination together and trying to make it make sense. And it's like ridiculous when you think about it.
So true.
I love that it's a job, though.
Yeah, same,
Um,
same, same.
yeah, because you're in graphic design and lettering, right?
Yeah, yeah. So it's just like we're all
Oh,
a
cool.
community of creatives, so we all speak the same language. So I feel
I'm
at
glad.
home here in these live streams.
I honestly don't know what I would do if creativity wasn't a job. I think I'd be kind of useless in a lot of other things.
Oh
Um,
man.
okay, I'm just gonna make this a bit smaller unless anybody has any other outside suggestions before we kind of move to the next part.
It seems like we're ready for the next part. Still a lot of people who seem to be fans of the Flushed Away movie. Also, Shazane in the chat says awesome work. And Bruce is like the brainstorming collab is the best. So I think we've really gotten a lot out of this first piece of brainstorming and
Amazing,
word clouding. So
amazing.
take us wherever we're gonna go next, Sammy.
Okay, so the next thing that helps unlock your brain, I don't know if anyone's familiar with this already, is I think in shapes. So if a lot of how I unlock my ideas as well before work is I'll draw people in cafes and steal all their personalities and their mannerisms and their behaviors and stuff and take it into my work.
Oh,
And the company will think I'm being original, but really I'm a professional at just observing
hey.
and taking that into work. But I see people as shapes. So that's why this kind of works. But so what I like to do is just randomly, and people have done this before where you just randomly scribble lines,
Mm-hmm.
but I like to do just big shapes where we're just exploring what things could look like. So if we explore, who are we going first with? Who do we want to explore first? The explorer?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Explorer was definitely among the more popular ones. So,
Okay. All right. So I like to go a bit extreme, and it doesn't even have to be that technical. That's the best part.
yeah, you're keeping it nice and loose. So, I mean, that's really cool.
Yeah, yeah, that's important, especially when you don't have so much of a plan.
Hmm.
Especially with art block, you're like, I've got nothing.
Right. Yeah, that's the whole idea, just like getting out of feeling stuck.
Yeah, and this can kind of make it a bit more fun to kind of have that idea as well and trick you into thinking about an idea.
Ah.
Your brain doesn't really know what's happening. Okay, I'm gonna do a heart shape as well. And then it also gives you unexpected ideas as well. So now try this. Back. So if we're going with Explorer, so I'm trying to think of different ways to keep that Explorer in mind, but pretty loose, because we'll
Mhm.
finalize it a bit more in the next step. But so if I'm looking at these shapes, I'm just trying to, you can interpret it in different ways, but just trying to look into these shapes and what could trigger kind of a face
Mhm.
uh, for this Explorer and then playing around with different things. So when I see this guy, I could imagine. So he's scared of the dark, yeah? Scared of the
Mhm.
dark. Okay, scared of the dark. So you can play around with the expressions here.
Oh my gosh. Oh, he
Might
definitely looks
give
like he's
him a
not
minute.
having a good time.
No, he ain't happy. Let's see here. And he's a little scruffy because he's just in sewers all the time in the dark. Why? Hmm, It kind of goes against each other, doesn't it? It's interesting because it's like I'm scared of the dark, but I chill in dark places.
Yeah. Maybe it's about the thrill of what they might find.
Oh my God, one step ahead of us.
Hmm. Is
Okay.
this like a specific kind of brush that you're using to do this portion?
It's like a sharp round brush. It's just not overcomplicating it this
Okay.
stream. Just
Nice.
going. I try to do hard round a lot as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and just kind of gives you a good edge. So I'm just trying to change around the positioning of the face as well, being inspired by the shape.
Mm-hmm.
And what's here, a really cool thing that I like to do is hang the nose over the mouth. Just gives it a bit more expression.
Oh.
And I don't imagine I'll give him a full set of teeth in one of these, I'm sure, but I just don't imagine that he has teeth. I don't know why.
I love that though. It's just like he's just already coming to life slowly.
Anybody has any suggestions based on what you see in these shapes, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. I mean, Bruce says there's def some characters in there. Like just like looking at the shapes. And I was definitely looking at the shapes too and was like, I wonder where she's gonna go with this. But like I feel like I can already see like faces and noses popping out or like stuff like that. So this is a
Yeah,
very interesting process that I've never thought of
you've never seen it.
doing. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. That's really cool.
Yeah. There's sometimes, especially closer to Christmas, where you're just like, I just can't draw. And I think there's this expectation or this thought that if you're a professional artist, you can draw at all times.
Hmm.
And I think that's a trained ability a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And also, it feels different drawing for a company than it is as a hobby as well. So it's kind of training that part of you too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's just like always, I guess a balance between client work and work that we just create for ourselves.
Yeah,
And sometimes it's just like, man, I've been doing so much, client work that's just like, what's left for me? I don't know.
I
Is there
know.
anything still in there?
I know. It's such a thing. Last Christmas, I just ended up not drawing for like a few weeks, and then I was set for the new year.
Oh, wow. I mean, sometimes taking a break too is what you need. So,
Yeah, taking a break. It's good. I literally posted on Instagram. I'm like, bye guys, taking a break.
oh, well,
And that was
hey, good
perfect.
for
And
you.
then and like nobody cares. You're just like, yeah, go take care of you.
That's
Um,
amazing. Oh my
he's
gosh, I
old.
love this one.
He's old in this one.
I
I
love
was
this
just
one.
I was focusing on talking, and then I was like, oh wow, he's
I
like
know.
Mr. Burns or something.
That's what it is. It's Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. Yes, I can already hear his voice. Oh my gosh.
So this might be cool. It's a explorer. Oh, we're running out of room here, Sammy. My spatial awareness is sometimes awesome.
Oh, I guess all of these are on the same layer. I
Yes.
feel that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But these are already so like expressive. Your work has so much like just expressiveness, and the characters that you draw are just it's I don't know. It's just really amazing how you capture these like emotions and just by the placement of certain features and all this stuff. It's pretty amazing seeing that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I was hoping that I could draw today, so I was glad that I could. And then I talked to a friend yesterday and he was like, "Wouldn't it be good if you did have art block though?" And I was like, "No." So
um
even I was afraid.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Two things from the chat. Jade said the shape in the bottom right, dot dot dot, jaw-dropping awe expression, possibly. Think like the one
Oh,
that's like kind of extended out.
this one.
Yeah. So that's pretty interesting to think of.
Is it
And
like
then
that? Is that what you're seeing? We don't know.
maybe, but
That
that,
looks
I
like they're
mean,
in pain.
because sometimes when you're walking around in the caves in the dark, you hit your foot or something.
Oh yeah. He could be stubbing his toe. That could be actually really good. Let's use that. Because a lot of capturing these things is like it sparks ideas and then it's all about capturing that life, right? So if you capture that character in between like a moment, it often just makes it feel a bit more real, a bit more
Hmm.
rooted in reality, and the character, the audience can really relate.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, and then Clever in the chat is like, um, save possibly. Uh, the document's untitled. Who knows? I don't know if that gives you anxiety, but I don't know.
I'm not sure I
There's
get it. Wait,
Oh, like
what?
saving your document. I guess maybe I don't know if autosave is enabled or something on your
Oh,
document. It's just like, oh, who knows?
yeah.
But
Thank
it's
you.
yeah, always got looking out for us. Um, and then Bruce said that rectangle looks like someone yelling with a big mouth, but
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
sure which. Maybe okay, maybe that one. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now it's making me think of that Inside Out movie.
Oh, yeah. The angry dude.
Yeah, the way the anger one, because he's like a blocky guy.
Yeah, that's true. Why would he be yelling? I guess he really stubbed his toe hard.
Yeah, right. Or maybe someone's encroaching on his cave territory and he's just
Like,
like, get out.
yeah, he lives in these caves too.
Oh my gosh, see, there you go. The story is unfolding.
This poor guy.
Aw. Oh my goodness.
All right,
This is
I'm
already
gonna
so amazing.
think I'm gonna give him a little action in here. Oh,
Ah.
it'd be cool, like if the character had like kind of razor sharp teeth, be like he's like the cannibal of the sewers all of a sudden because he has to survive down there somehow, or he eats rats or something weird.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that could totally be a part of his story, and I feel like it's very likely. Who
He's like
knows?
a pet rat or something like that. Yeah, I
That's
like that. I think we're gonna keep that.
that's that's pretty amazing. As Sammy is putting down more amazing line work, this is just a reminder to anyone who might be joining us just now. She is helping us overcome our art block and showing us tips for inspiration for drawing. So we started with a little word cloud and some different kinds of ideas that she blocked into these shapes, which she's now giving expressions. And we're just having fun with the chat and talking about the many lives that these characters may have had. So
Rat eating human beings.
I was just like, a cave explorer has had a long, hard life.
Of
So
all the things I
yes,
thought I was gonna be drawing this morning, it's
I
like
mean, who knew?
how do you want to start your birthday? I want to draw a rat eating explorer of the sewers.
Sure, sure.
Sure.
And the chat
Cute.
helped us get there.
Love this for us.
Oh my goodness.
I like the idea of stubble. Maybe we should explore a female version. I reckon
Oh,
this could turn into a female, actually. Unexpected. You didn't
ah,
see that one coming.
very interesting. Oh yeah, interesting. Sarah in the chat said a character with rat-like features, like maybe whiskers or something.
Yeah, got you. I
That's
got you.
that's pretty interesting.
I
Oh,
reckon like uneven stubble might be nice.
I feel like that feels like accurate. Like, I don't know
You know?
what access to shaving materials they have in the caves.
They use the rat's teeth.
Oh
I don't know.
my, oh my
Ew,
God.
Sam.
You're so funny.
Cursing myself out.
Christy in the chat says, if anyone here ever has watched Ed, Ed, and Eddie from the early 2000s, that's what a couple of these characters remind them of. I don't know
Oh,
if you're familiar with that show, Sammy.
yeah, I know it.
Yeah, it's a classic. Yeah,
So good.
definitely. That's so cool.
I just imagine this character like very unkept and
Hmm.
just not, not
Yeah,
not
just like not living their best life.
not it.
Not it. Oh man.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we're gonna see about unexpected. So sometimes you just gotta look at it a little bit, just see what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Got cap here going on. How long have they? Okay, this might be actually helpful to go on chat. How
Hmm.
long have they been down there?
Ooh, okay. Okay, chat. We need some more character development help. How
How
long
long
has
have
the
they
cave
gone?
explorer been exploring? How long have they been away on their quest? Or maybe they fell down there and they became a cave explorer by accident. Like, who knows? But yeah,
I,
any
I
sort of
relate to that.
timeline. Who knows? Sometimes you just find yourself in a place.
Yeah, I feel like that's most artists. We just find ourselves randomly in the industry and we're like, okay, guess we'll stay. It's nice here.
Christy in the chat said a firm 7 years. That'd be a long beard.
That's a lot of rats.
And
Okay,
Sarah said has not been above ground in years. And then
solid seven.
Bruce, yeah, and then Bruce said yesterday.
Yes, be funny just with a long ass beard after
Yes, like,
yesterday.
oh man. And Sarah said serious sun deprivation. So they're just, man, just struggling.
They had just struggle street.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fun. Oh, this is like
Just
twisting and turning into the negative space.
it's just we're just gonna have one. You know how some old men have like that beard that just like goes
Oh yeah,
into
like it
that
gets skinny
single
at
thread.
the end. Yeah, it gets
Yeah,
wispy. Uh-huh.
yeah. I think so. This 7 years, I imagine that's what's might happen.
Yeah, that feels like an appropriate length for 7 years.
Definitely. Look,
Oh, yeah.
I may not be an expert in this because I'm not a dude, but like, uh, does how long can your beard get after 7 years, or your eyebrows even, or
Yeah,
your
yeah.
ear hair? Hmm.
I forgot about
Okay.
the eyebrows too. The eyebrows need to have some bushiness perhaps as well.
Oh my God. I'm gonna say that he has a trim on the top of his hair by he has a like a rat um trimmer. Yeah.
They've completely adapted to the cave
Yeah.
and the
Yeah. It's
limited
cave life for him.
resources. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what else is in sewers? As a New Yorker, you
Mm.
have advisor.
I mean, it's like what trash? Like, I don't know. There's always the pizza rat. So yeah.
So
And
we could have stuff in his beard.
yeah, like food or like wrappers or something, maybe. Um,
Ew.
Jade in the chat said, being lost in a cave, knowing a bad guy is in the cave too. Like maybe someone is after them.
So he's scared of the dark and scared of is the dark this bad guy?
Maybe. Oh my gosh. Now Christy's saying cockroaches.
Ew, I've
And
heard
possibly
some
gators.
gators.
And
I
then
like that. Wow.
Gareth in the chat said mutant turtles. Perhaps of the teenage variety. Who
Are we
knows?
gonna get sued?
I didn't say I said of the teenage variety. Who knows? They could be adults.
Yeah,
That's so
they gotta
funny.
grow up sometime.
Yeah, but he's definitely got a lot of garbage going on, so
Love that
that's
for
definitely
him.
in the right direction, I think.
I think so. I think so. I think also adding like little beady eyes is
Oh.
where it can be at, like to look particularly deranged.
Mm,
Let's go here.
yeah. It's been a
So
long
I
time with no human contact, perhaps.
just the rats.
Oh, that's a good one. Christy in the chat said webs, like spider webs and stuff. Ugh. Ugh.
Oh,
It's giving me
spider
shivers.
webs.
Mm.
Oh, okay. All right. Where to put the spider webs? Okay. Spider webs, spider webs, spider webs. You guys are turning me through a loop. I'm glad I'm not art blocked. But this
I
situation
know.
would work if you were art blocked. What if it was like you just had like one of those? Actually, no. See, some ideas don't really work sometimes, and that's okay. You just delete them and forget about them.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
I want to do something where he's kind of. Oh, okay. Where it's like an eye patch.
Oh.
It's just adapted into his face. The sewage is just happening all over him, and he just can't stop it at this point. If he went back up, there would be no life for him anymore.
Gosh.
Love this.
Wow. This has gone so deep. This
This is
is
how this
pretty
goes.
amazing. And it's just like, oh wow, the answer to, or part of the answer to overcoming art block is with friends, with other artists. It's like, hey, give me an idea, a random idea. I do see that sometimes in people's like Instagram stories, like they'll like ask for suggestions in like the little quote box or whatever. And I was just like, oh, I never really considered doing that, but maybe that could be a
I it doesn't
something.
get as weird as this
Yeah, I
most of
know,
the time.
right?
Yeah, I
Um,
actually feel pretty normal right now.
well, that's great because,
It's a bad thing.
no, well, no, I mean, it's all good. It's all chill. Hanging out in the chat, drawing stuff, overcoming our art block collectively through you, who's doing all of the work. And we're
Yeah,
just
we just
shouting suggestions.
I love it. I love it though.
And
Okay,
it's like,
sometimes
yeah,
I like putting the nose like way over here and then the eyebrows. Helps to know anatomy sometimes, guys.
yeah,
Because
I
it
was
just
thinking that. I'm like, do you have like one of those figure models that you reference, or is it just sort of ingrained into your muscle memory and like just knowing
I
proportions and
think
stuff?
it's a lot of practice. It's a lot
Hmm.
because this is my 10th year working. So it's
Wow,
a lot of I started early. But
that'll
it's
do it. Yeah.
that'll do it. Um next year I'll be in the sewage. I don't know. Yeah, no, I started early, so it's a lot of practice, and then I think it just kind of stays in your brain then for a while. Like obviously you still have to keep practicing, but it helps because like I'm teaching at one of the universities in Melbourne at the moment as well, and I'm constantly teaching what I have to do for work anyway, so I'm like, this is good. I forgot about this actually.
Oh, that's so cool. How long have you been teaching?
2 months. It's pretty fresh.
Oh, that's so cool though. That's
Yeah.
nice. It all comes full circle. It's like I don't know, maybe you can like literally remember just like, wow, I remember when I literally was learning and didn't know anything. So
I know, but you see like how important having a teacher role is or like on students or vice versa, like being taught. Like
Mhm.
it's often kind of your first introduction into work and it's yeah, sometimes not the best, but I'm just trying to do my best.
No,
And
you're
then
doing
you're
great.
yeah. Um okay. I think oh wow. I actually just imagined this as a male character the whole time and then didn't I did one female. Maybe
Oh,
oops. You know what? That's okay. Just I don't imagine this is the most feminine. That still doesn't look feminine. Um, the most feminine character anyway.
and that's okay too.
Yeah.
Is that a hat that they're wearing in that one?
Yeah.
I
And we'll
like
just
that
put,
one.
oh, let's see, what's iconic of New York?
Uh, the Statue of Liberty. I'm like, I don't know. What do you mean, like iconic of New York? Like, t I don't know. Because I'm just like, I would be remiss to be like, oh yeah, this is totally iconic of New York, and be like, other people have that. But I think when people think of New York, they think of the sewer or subways, yellow taxi cabs, and the Statue of Liberty, or the Empire
Okay.
State Building.
Oh yeah. All right. I like what you're doing with the taxi. He could be a taxi driver or a now retired taxi driver because he parked his cab and never returned. See how it like just starts sparking ideas and you're like, "Oh, wow. I don't feel as blocked."
Yeah, right. Everyone in the chat said the Big Apple. It's like, oh
The
yeah, Big
Big
Apple.
Apple.
It's like that's New York City. That's what they call it, the Big Apple. It's like, see, I need you guys. We need the chat.
Chat.
Sometimes my brain is being sad. Oh my gosh, that one's awesome. It just looks so panicked and like so upset. I love it.
And we can play around with the Apple idea because this guy is
Yeah.
from New York too. He's just not doing the best, you know?
Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, Christy from the chat has an idea for the heart-shaped one in the corner whenever you're ready for
Yeah,
that one. But
yeah, let me know.
they said the heart shape in the corner can be the personification of a female Siamese cat with big earrings and a haughty attitude.
Big earrings in a dream. Oh, how? Wow. Okay, hang on.
Wow.
Like
Wow, you just took it to a different place. They've got a dream.
this is a departure from our deranged sir, you know?
That's so cool.
We're zooming in a little bit.
Oh, snap. We're taking it there. We're zooming in.
We're zooming in. Haughty with an attitude for the sewage. She ain't scared of no dark. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. That see that helps too. Getting into character like mm-mm-mm. Um shooting reference footage is a really great way of getting out of art block too, where you like literally
Oh,
set your phone up, you feel ridiculous, but just like designing, you can design any characters, like if they're sassy or if they're like this or they're sassy, you go mm-mm-mm, no sir, mm-mm, and you get really into it and you feel it, and then it's easier to draw.
oh, so you use yourself as a reference and you do these expressions and stuff, and
You
then
become
you
one with the
become
character.
the character. That is a really good tip, and I've never heard that one before. That's really cool. Be your own reference. I was like, wow, and
Be
reference
your own
footage. So
hero.
it can,
Yep.
yeah, right? Like be the main character. You can, and video is nice because it's like you can sort of capture all the nuance of the movement and such.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
exactly.
is a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really awesome. Well, we're about halfway through our amazing stream here, and I would just like to remind all of you guys watching, whether you're catching us live, if you'd like to nominate yourself or someone you know to be a guest on Adobe Live, you can submit recommendations for creatives in the tab conveniently located on Behance.
Okay. All right. I think that's where we're gonna leave the sewage dweller, dude,
Yeah.
girl, baddie, whatever you prefer. We'll come back to it.
Mhm.
But so, gonna try do these shapes again. I reckon just for time, we'll
Mhm.
explore one other one. So maybe
Yeah.
sloth rider or swimmer. The sloth. Oh wait, what did we do? Just said the explorer. Yeah, the sloth rider could be
Hmm.
good. I feel like
Hmm.
that was the more popular one anyway.
Yeah,
So
I
I
think
like to
people like
switch it up.
sloths.
And I say you're not exactly gonna get a sloth, but trust me, we'll end up somewhere close.
That's all that matters. We'll go wherever you take us, Sammi.
Okay, I'm gonna make that a bit bigger.
All right. How exciting. I'm just like, okay, you've really explored those other characters. I'm just like, okay, starting fresh, starting with blocking out the shapes again, just keeping it loose.
Yes.
Very cool. Also,
Okay.
as we're watching Sammi work, make sure that you're following her all over the internet on Instagram. You know, show her some love because, yeah, got a lot
Yes,
going on.
please.
I mean, you do like so many things, and you've released books and concept art and
There's
just so many
always
amazing
stuff.
things.
Yeah, there's always stuff happening. Right now I've been like working a lot with Europe, on different shows in development as a character designer and storyboard artist, so that's been really cool. Um, and outside of that, it's wrapping up all these books. So they're all done for the year, which is awesome because I am tired.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome though to feel like, okay, job well done. Now I can like relax. Oh,
Yeah,
but that's
yeah,
so
no, it's a good
cool.
feeling. It's a good feeling. You would have it as well. Like it's just like it's nice to kind of tie the year off with a little bow, you
Oh,
know?
definitely, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Getting a little bit of lag. Okay, cool. I'm actually gonna turn this layer off. Sloth Rider, Sloth Rider, Sloth Rider. Sometimes you just gotta repeat it to remember what the heck you're drawing.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
So I like to kind of push around their features if you haven't noticed, like just to kind of see, because like obviously we've got our features and they're kind of average and symmetrical, kind of with their sizing. Not saying
Hmm.
features are average and yeah, you know what I mean. But
Hmm.
artist brain and talking brain aren't the same brain sometimes. Um, but yeah, moving the features around and just playing around with size variation as well, that could
Hmm.
be really cool. So with Sloth Rider, so I'm gonna do that thing where it's kind of slothy, but it's a human being just for ease.
Okay.
But you can imagine, so he's a sloth rider. So I feel like riders are very like, it's kind of like artists. You get into this weird zone where you're
Just
spaced out.
focusing. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's just like, yeah, it's like, I'm in the moment, but perhaps I'm frozen.
Yeah, maybe he's like, or maybe she's like, let's do a girl actually. That's not very girl-like, Sammy. Add eyelashes, that will fix your problems. Yeah, sure,
Eyelash
sure, do that.
extensions.
Eyelash extensions.
But I absolutely love your um you emphasize the idea again, like of you think of an animal, but then you borrow its features and apply that to a to a human
Yeah,
character as like a way of inspiration and like getting out of your art block. And it's like I never thought of that. Because it's just like when I
yeah,
think of like getting inspiration from something, I feel like maybe it feels so literal or something. Just like, okay, like I'm looking at these references because this is literally what I'm going for. But it's just like you can sort of be, you could sort of pick and choose, take a little bit from here, take a little bit from there, and just sort of mash it together and see what comes out.
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
very, very cool.
Yeah, I think it does help like with unblocking ideas in your head as well because it's not the expected way to do anything.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, it's like breaking the expectations. And speaking of breaking expectations, Christy in the chat said, one needs a Hawaiian shirt with a coconut drink and sunglasses.
I got you.
And Wade, one of our moderators, said, I also fully endorse that. It's like, I don't know, something fun about a Hawaiian shirt and a coconut drink.
I always imagine like mustaches when I imagine Hawaiian shirts. I don't know if that's accurate, but I feel like it's always a thing in my head.
It's accurate for now. This is your show, Sammi.
Okay. Hawaiian shirt.
You ever give your characters names?
You can.
The
They all
chat.
live in my head.
Yeah, right. If
Yeah.
anyone has any name suggestions, if you feel so inclined. But now that I'm thinking about it, you're an illustrator, you're a concept artist, you're a storyteller. Do you do this process for concept art too, or do they like give you, I guess, general direction or something? Or how does even being a concept artist work? Because I don't actually really have super clarity on that because I'm not one.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, Everyone has their own process. Mine feels very involved, and the client usually never knows how I have to get to an idea. But usually, I've just moved to Melbourne, so like there are no rainbow sticky notes behind me, but usually there would be rainbow sticky notes with Sharpie ideas and just random scribbles like this, just to get
Mm.
the idea across. Um, and it's kind of like you go through just vomiting out ideas, showing the client a select few of them. They sometimes choose the worst one or your least favorite, but that's just life.
Yep. Yep.
um, Sometimes they choose your favorite. And then you kind of go through thinning out the options until the client like says, oh yeah, I would like that hat on that character. I would like that off, or I'd like them to have a bit more pizzazz or sass or something. And you
Okay.
have to interpret all these kind of gray area briefs. Like I would like
Mm.
them to appear happy, but sad, you know? And it's like, yeah, okay, how do we do that? So it's kind of walking that line. And then if they go, okay, we'd like this character to be influenced like this, like you could imagine like the Hawaiian shirt thing, we'd like a real Hawaiian vibe to this character. Um, can you do that? And you're like, okay, what percentage do you want? And they sometimes don't know. And you're like, I'm gonna give you 1,000 and you're gonna dial back for me. And so it's a lot of that. It's just intuition and feeling, really.
How
Um,
interesting. Oh my
yeah,
gosh. Well, that sounds like quite a processing and something that you have honed over years and all of the
take it a
amazing
while.
skill that you have. So that is very
Yeah,
cool.
takes a little bit. And then, like, I think there's still things sometimes where you're like, I don't know if I trust myself to do this, but like, I think it is just tapping into that feeling of like you love art and that kind of thing, and people feel that. And then I'm super passionate about weird characters anyway, so it doesn't really feel like work at the same time.
No, I feel that definitely.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. The chat is just loving these characters though. Even
Oh,
as they are
it's love.
becoming. Jade says that the middle guy makes me think of a ferret. I'm trying to
Love that.
remember
Love that
what
for us.
ferrets look. Oh yeah, I guess so, yeah.
I went to
Um
uni with someone that had a ferret as a pet. It was very disconcerting.
Yeah, I forget that you can like get ferrets like at the pet store. Yeah.
I
I
didn't
like
know that.
them when they hang out in the they have little ferret hammocks. I guess they're little play swings for them. I've
America's
seen it
something
before.
else.
Yeah, we're weird. Bruce in the chat said, reminds me of those old 80s shows, Mustache and the Hawaiian shirts.
Uh, I like that. This one reminds me of E.T. for some horrible reason.
I'm
I
just like,
think it's
where's
that
this one
scene.
going?
Yeah, I think it's that scene where E.T.'s in the wardrobe. That's been burned in my memory. Comes up in work a lot
Oh,
actually too.
well, we love a good pop culture callback, so
I know, right?
that is
So
very cool.
I like, so if you're capturing them thinking, that will be cool. It's going, what about that? Yep, there we go. Sometimes you're gonna see the other part of me that's like, I'll just talk to myself in my room.
It's okay. We all have quirks, I think, baked into our process, especially if, yeah, maybe you just like work by yourself, like in your room, because I do the same thing. So it's just like, yep, things get kind of weird. But we
So
vibe.
true.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Sloth rider. Sloth rider.
yeah, what captures a writer? I don't know why I'm thinking of like, but I mean, maybe that has nothing to do with writing. It's like, hmm. Mm. Mm.
Oh, the okay, okay, right. I was like, you're really thinking, and then I realized
Yeah,
what you were
yeah.
doing.
Yeah, it's like the
Hmm.
thinking, it's like the, the raised eyebrow. It's
You
like
know, Joey from
sometimes,
Friends, it's like,
yeah. See that exactly, like the what you can't put into words. That.
you kind of have to have a mobile face. Look.
I know, right? Just like, loosen up your facial muscles and start making weird faces in the mirror. Oh my goodness. The things are moving right along. We've got a bit less than 30 minutes left in the stream, but
Yeah.
the chat has been so active and so lovely. I mean, but also if you guys have any questions for Sammy, let us know and I will relay them. You're working in Photoshop currently.
Working with Photoshop. Photoshop is great.
That's like your main program. Do you ever use like Fresco or Illustrator?
I do use Illustrator, and I'm also making a coffee table book of my sketches from around the world because I've been doing a lot of travel, and I lived in Vancouver last year, so um, I've been compiling that in InDesign, and InDesign is awesome because I have kind of a graphic design background too, but I don't use it as much.
Oh, yeah, I feel that. I think a lot of artists have some sort of uh, background in graphic design. Oh my gosh, I these are the other
Okay,
characters, and I missed them, and like they're back.
all right, so we're gonna look at. So that was just kind of playing around with the sloth rider, but I'm feeling
Mhm.
like this is the one that's like the MVP of this stream. So, um, let's pick a few heads. So the next step that I love doing is going into shape language. So, for bodies. So obviously you've got this is your base. These are the base shapes to use, right? But then
Mhm.
you can manipulate them, and it's the same as the head concept, where you're kind of pulling out different kinds of ways to draw the bodies.
Mhm.
Um, and they all kind of have a different feel. It's like that classic Disney thing of when, the villains are triangles, Carl from Up is like square and stubborn and then
Mhm. Yeah.
and friendly when you get to know him, not so much after or before.
Mm.
Um, and then yeah, and the circles are obviously like friendly. I really like this dude actually. So, let's grab okay, I'll draw them again. So let's see. I'm imagining this guy could be like a cool. So I'm imagining that shape for him and then his legs here.
Is this for the
Yeah.
guy with the really long wispy beard?
Oh,
Or is this I just wasn't sure how things were lining
see,
up or which one.
I'm imagining Wispy Man as this kind of thing. So you can
Oh.
really, and then he's not doing great on his posture. He's actually turning into a rat himself. I thought
Oh my
about that before I even drew. No, I'm kidding.
oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
But I
Okay.
mean, but yeah, these are body shape blocking, I guess, that you're doing
Yeah, yeah.
here.
So you're focusing on this main shape here, and
Okay.
then taking those heads that you've already designed
Mm-hmm.
and the trash beard, sir. Maybe it's trailing on the ground here because he's not doing that hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not doing great. And then I like bringing his nose out, and then we got the hairy eyebrows, and then a little bit of a trim going on, or maybe it's just kind of like Gollum-esque. I think they call that do.
Oh,
Um,
interesting. Where it's like barely anything there. It's like thigh
barely
hairs or
there,
something.
but you know, he's not trying. You know,
Yeah, and he's not gonna let it go either.
no, no, exactly. Then there's pizza and the gator. then we just got a whole bunch of trash in here. Yep, yep, yep. Ew. Now, who do we think's head would work well then on this oblong shape?
I don't know. Let us know, chat. But so far, Alejandro said fantastic imagination with simple shapes. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it's just like completely transformed. Um, just from, yeah, just like how can I manipulate the basic shapes? And just like, whoa, there's like a whole person, there's a whole character hiding in these things.
There's a whole thing happening.
It's a
I
whole
know.
thing.
Character design. It's
Oh my
messy,
god.
but they're ideas.
That's all that matters. Oh my goodness.
You learn anything from today, it's how to be weird.
And fully embrace it.
Oh my God. Maybe that's the key to art block. Just be as strange as possible. And then, and like, it's good. Like, don't focus on the tidiness. I think that sometimes stiffens you up and you just can't draw properly. Then it kind of continues that momentum. So I'm purposely trying to make mistakes as much as possible. I
Mm.
think sometimes people just go, oh, it feels like failure, but I think failure is part of it, and you kind of know immediately if something's working or not. And I think as you draw more and more, you start to notice that and have that feeling of whether it's working or whether it's not. And then a lot of time you just lose yourself into what the story of that character is, like with Ratman here. And it's a cute little story that you
Wow.
guys might it will linger, you know?
That's so,
Um,
I mean, that was very
Beautiful.
like nice to hear.
Beautiful.
Because it's just like, yeah, you're just like, no, 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 go into the failure. Like, failure is here for a reason and it's actually a good thing. So it's like, that's actually
It's a
really
great thing.
reassuring to hear and like really
I
nice.
think, yeah, a lot of people think that you just have to be so perfect, but I think companies really value that when you're willing to just scrap your ideas if they're not good. Obviously, it's a bit tricky because they feel like they're part of you and you learn that they kind of become part of your head. Like I feel
Mm.
crazy a lot of the time because I'm just talking to myself on the street going, Rat man, Rat man. Not necessarily that statement, but like maybe today. And everyone will be like, Happy birthday. And I'll be like, Rat man?
It's like, oh, sorry, I was just in the middle of some ideas.
Yeah, I was just in the moment. Um, yeah, I like the taxi idea here. I think this could be good. And he's afraid of the dark or afraid of the man behind him or the
Mm.
villain. So maybe he's over here actually. And then over no. See, that line didn't work. We know that. Okay. And
I
then
mean,
I'm gonna move
yeah.
his mouth. And you kind of just make revisions as you go, right? I'm gonna move
Hmm.
his mouth down here. That's kind of a staple thing that I like to do. I also like to do really big characters. Like I trained with Aardman and I don't think they like I had to submit like make a stop motion puppet based on one of my character designs. And one of my
Oh.
character designs is this massive cave woman called Uga. And I made her as an armature, which is what the stop motion puppets are made out of. And they
Hmm.
were like, we've never seen one this large before. I was like, it's the size of my head. Like it was cool though, but it's very broken, but it's fun. But yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I had no idea that you, I mean, have you dabbled in making like armatures or like models of your characters since then?
Yeah, yeah. No, it helps because it's like I feel like I'm gonna share one of my biggest weaknesses is spatial awareness with turning things in 3D sometimes. But
Mm.
having the stop bow base is so good. Like it makes it easy in my head to be just like because that's another thing with character design, right? It's like turning things around in space and
Oh,
not really, yeah, yeah, just thinking about things in 3D.
right. Oh,
Okay,
that
I'm
makes a
turning,
lot of sense. That's a good tip.
yeah. All right. I really like the bit. I think we should add some zigzags because that will push the feeling of like, ugh, I'm not cohesive.
I love that idea. Let's go. Zigzag it up.
And then he's afraid of everything. Okay.
I would be too, so it makes sense.
Down there, I think yes. I think that's fair. Yeah. Maybe he has like these are the rats, man.
Oh yeah, they're just like hanging out. They've become his
Yeah.
only friends.
Oh no, this is gross to me. Ew. I'm really glad we landed here together, guys. This has been a magical journey.
I know. It's really
My
been a
faith in
wonderful.
humanity is just
I know. I know.
love that
But
we landed here.
I know.
Um, I want. Okay, I'm gonna space these out a little because they're kind of making me claustrophobic, and I don't love that. But my screen is a bit laggy. Just bear with me here.
Right, good. Oh yeah, I guess. Okay, so those are on a separate layer from
Yeah.
the little tiny shapes. Okay, cool. Swag.
Oh no, but oh no, I didn't do that. Great. I thought the
Ah,
little shapes were on a different or on the same layer, and I was like, well, I just did a classic who done it kind of thing, and
we all do it.
I know, but I told myself on stream, I was like, I don't want to do that. So please don't do bad habits on stream.
It's like, yeah, we all know.
Yeah,
Our bad
yeah. It's
habits
like,
is like when I'm on stream, will I label my layers? Probably. It's like, but outside of that,
oh
probably
yeah,
not.
I didn't even think about like I haven't. I haven't. That's fine.
It's all good. It's all vibes.
It's all vibes. So I'm gonna go over here. Oh, made that a group by accident. Right. All right, and we're just gonna add some wardrobe to add to this character, and then that's
Oh,
kind of it, guys. So,
okay.
taxi drivers, what do taxi drivers wear as a New Yorker?
What do taxi drivers wear? It's almost like they just wear whatever they wear. I mean, it could be a button up. It could be a hoodie. If they're more casual, it could be any number of things.
Okay, well, I'd say this is how wardrobe fits into characters very importantly.
Hmm.
Hair, wardrobe features, very important to tell your story. Ratman
Hmm.
here, for example, he's probably not going to be the most hygienic
Hmm.
around. So maybe he's ditched his belt.
Hmm.
Maybe he has an exposed tank top to his collared shirt.
Ooh.
He might have actually even ditched the collared shirt, but we'll leave it in. And maybe he's got ripped sleeves because the rats ate it.
Oh my gosh.
Um, right.
I
So
love it.
do do cab drivers in New York have like the checkered thing maybe on the shirt?
No, not that I've observed, honestly. No, I don't think that they have to do that. I think they just have to have
Okay.
whatever like certificates like in their cab or whatever to show that they're like a real cab.
Maybe okay, maybe he's got them in his pocket, just as like safekeeping, just in case he resurfaces, because he's in denial. Uh, he's just kind of going a little mad down there, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of a little batty,
He's kind of a little batty, a little ratty, maybe.
a little ratty. Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
All right. Look, I'm tempted to kind of do like a crayon effect of like a cab mark on him to be like it's like he's just how people in jail though write tally marks, um but instead it's more like he just misses cab driving, so he's doing the mark of the cab everywhere all over his clothes because he's
Oh,
just a little crazy.
yeah, probably. It's so funny. Um, someone, Sarah in the chat said, maybe he's got one sock up and one sock down.
Always a
Um,
good one. Always a
and
good one.
and maybe he's got a cabbie tattoo, whatever that means. Like maybe it says like cabbie for life. Like I don't know. Who
Cabby for
knows?
life. I love mom.
I
Love
love
those
mom.
kinds.
Yeah, right.
I love cab. I don't think he will have shoes.
Maybe
But
not.
I love that you're having a great time with this. I love this.
This is
Um,
great.
um, it's ridiculous. That's the point of our block. It is ridiculous, and we've got to
Yeah.
fight it with ridiculous. That's the
Yes.
only way to fix it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. We've got about
Sometimes it's
10
just like,
minutes. We've got
yeah,
about 10 minutes here,
don't worry,
Sammy.
we'll wrap,
So,
we'll bring this together.
yeah.
Now, okay, let's get a bit quicker. Okay.
Oh, I love this. Oh, what are you thinking? Are these sleeves? Are these exposed arms?
They're exposed arms, and they've got the
Nice.
cabby
Abby.
for life, LFE, life. I reckon he's still got his sunnies going on, and
Oh
then he's
yeah.
got, but he's afraid, sir.
Mm.
Okay, and we got a bit of scruff going on. Important to build in the variations. So we've got scruff on him, a long beard with trash on the other guy. Oh, we've got two long beards actually. I'm glad I caught that ahead of time. Okay, Cabman 1. Now, Cabman 2. So, New York, the Big Apple. Mm-mm.
Oh. And you're just using your under sketches, just like a rough guide. Are you like
Yeah,
super duper like strict in following it, or is it kind of
no,
like
no. It's all
yeah?
feeling based. So, like, I just made his nose bigger. I'm going to add more of a brow bone to him as well. And then I'm going to push the Gollum effect
Oh
here.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
nice and
L'Oreal.
stringy.
Nice. Nice and stringy. He's
It's
a
just
little guy.
barely there. I love it.
He's trying. Oh, actually, he's not trying. He's not trying.
Yeah, he gave up a long time ago.
I like the idea of him having rat-bitten ears, though. I
Oh,
like
that's a
that.
nice detail.
Nice little touch.
Yeah.
Cute. Um, yeah. So staying loose, and I'll go in, you know, if this was like me designing something for a client, I would be revising this again and making sure that the construction is solid, um, making
Oh,
sure that everything, the idea, it feels cohesive in every single element. But this is just for fun, so we're
yeah.
just going for it.
That's
And I do
cool.
like the little rat concept here. Maybe he has grown a tail, perhaps.
Oh, how interesting. Uma Corn in the chat said he's almost like a ghost floating around. He
He's a
does kind
ghost.
of have a sort of floaty ghost-like nature to him, perhaps.
He's a myth. The
Yeah,
rat
right.
man.
The
No
Rat
one
Man.
knows.
Oh, interesting. Bruce said, or like a wizard like Gandalf.
Oh, beautiful.
I think
All
it's
right,
definitely the
we'll
long beard. Yeah.
I like skinny arms. Do something different. Or actually, big to skinny. Big to
Ah.
skinny. So you're always thinking about the design at the same time, but you'll hear this a lot in industry. Idea is king. So if you can push the idea as much as possible,
Hmm.
that's the golden section.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this man is so scary.
Yeah, he looks like he's up to something, like he's sinister or
He's
something.
one step ahead of the dark.
Yes, definitely. Oh, yes. Umacorn said very rat-like limbs.
Thank you.
Is
I
that what you were
studied
going
rats.
for?
Oh, yeah, I studied rats just for today.
It's just like, yeah, you think all of this was random? No, it was somehow
No,
planned.
no, I wanted to draw a rat man today. I totally rigged this.
Oh my goodness. That's so cool though. Oh, I see. He's got, is that like the stuff on his clothing, is are those holes, or is it like oil stains and like trash
Oil stains
juice?
or
Ugh.
disgusting.
Just disgustingness.
Oh my God. This
That's
is such a
amazing.
funny way to start the day.
Oh, because wait, so you're in Australia. So what time is
I
it?
started this I started this stream at 5 a.m.
Oh
It's
gosh,
I,
Sammy.
I love it. I'm already up early on
That's
this day.
great.
It's my
Wow,
favorite holiday of the year.
that's amazing. And I mean, what a great way to kick off your birthday too
I
and
know. Wouldn't want to
everything.
do it
So,
with anybody else. Adobe is the best.
oh my gosh,
Um,
so
well, it was
honored.
cool. Like I did a stream on live back in March, my
Oh,
last day in
nice.
Vancouver. So it was cool. It's like two different transitions. But yeah,
Well, that's
that's
so
good talk to.
cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we got maybe Big Rat. Big Rat. That's his hairdresser.
Oh, the rats do his hair too.
Yeah, they do his everything.
Oh my gosh. Well, oh my gosh. Well, yeah, because he's got nobody else.
He's got there's something poetic in that, I think. You know?
Yeah, it's just like,
Somewhere.
someone could invent a larger story around these characters.
Yeah, we already are. What are they just need us now.
Yeah,
We've already
right?
got it. If something comes out on like Netflix or something of like Ratman, you know where they got
Yeah,
it.
right. It's like we can go directly back to this stream. And that's the great thing about Adobe Live is that, if you miss something or you want to watch something again, you can always watch the replay.
Yeah, it's always there. I know my family's counting on that.
Oh yeah, it's just like, no, it's Sammy, we love you, but 5
Yeah,
a.m. is
they
a
were
little
like,
early
I'm
for
gonna
me.
sleep. Well, so I have a brother, he's my twin brother, and so it's his birthday too right now. And yeah, so he's like, "No, I'm gonna sleep." And I was like, "You know what? You do you."
It's also your birthday technically, so I can't say no.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
so cool
good.
though.
Yeah, no, it's good having a twin.
Oh, Umacorn in the chat said, ew, that bit in the corner of his mouth is so good. The guy with the rats on his shoulder, like that little detail you added in the corner.
Oh yeah,
It's just
it's
like,
good.
wow, it's really just pushing it over the edge to like, yep, he's just not seen the light of day in a long time.
No, he's not doing great, guys.
Oh my
Send your
gosh.
sympathies. And then trash, and then a packet of crisps, and we are good.
Oh, a package of crisps. I love that. Oh,
Oh my
Umacorn
God.
asked for clarification. Is that character, I guess, to the left, is that drool? Is it just trash bits? Like,
Oh my God. I was imagining drool, but now that I'm
oh,
hearing
okay.
trash bits, I'm like, why didn't you think of that first?
Okay, then it's gonna be drool. I guess the answer is drool then.
Can I change it? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, that's so funny. Clever in the chat said, love the little single rat supervising. I guess that one that's like off to the side. It looks like it's like I'm in charge.
Oh yeah. I don't know
Uh,
why. Mustaches feel like they're like
Official.
authoritative. Yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
it's like all
right?
those cop movies with like mustaches or like in Spider-Man or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe it has something to do with that. But yeah, there's just some official nature about having a bushy mustache or something.
Love that.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
not doing that great. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, this is gonna be a patch like his cabbie ID. Um,
Oh,
if they have them, they do in this world.
okay.
Go team. And then I think hair.
Yes, definitely. Like some chest hair, you think, or like hair on the
Lots.
arms.
So much.
Wow.
Okay. Could do a little heart tattoo here too. So you
Oh
see
yeah.
how wardrobe comes into it. It kind of just lifts that character, enhances it more, and pushes it in the audience face, going,
Hmm.
"This is Ratman."
And you said that usually, like outside of stream, if this was like for a client or something, you would refine it even more. And would
Yeah.
you also at that point or at some point add color this early, or you would add color? Oh.
It depends. I would focus on the line work first, and
Mhm.
so the hard part always is like obviously they each drawing has such a clear energy on it right now. It's very energetic because it's loose. So we're finding
Mhm.
that it kind of loses bits. So it's
Mm.
tricky as a balance to navigate that.
Right.
Um, but so I mainly try to keep that. That's my mo main focus, and then I'll
Mhm.
go to color. And color is always fun because like
Mm.
I would totally imagine this guy is like green and gray or sickly yellows, or his
Mhm.
skin has turned like a sickly yellow and it's disgusting to look at, kind of thing.
Oh my
Or
goodness.
just really pale, or like
Yeah,
faded tan lines, or yeah, you could do a whole thing. But color obviously takes a few hours. So, like, the
right.
idea is always fitting into stream.
True. Oh my gosh. Well, we've seen so much, Sammy. Could you, at this point, just give us a quick recap of where we started and how we have evolved throughout the stream?
I'll let you know. Yeah. So, we started with our, let's get here. We started with our brainstorm, where we looked at what different characters there could be in this universe for stream today. We looked at swimmers, explorers, sloth riders that weren't supposed to be combined, and we decided no, we invent the rules. So we did that, and then we looked at, so that's a really good step to start with art block, as well as things like shooting reference um, of yourself acting out the character to kind of get you loosen up to be able to feel it in your body and draw it. Or drawing animals, for example, is a great way to kind of turning an animal into a human. And then we look at different technique, which is drawing shapes to unlock your ideas, and then drawing characters over those shapes and finding the people that we use. So this was Ratman, for example, and all the different wonderful variations that he can be, because you too can be anything. Now, you go into, so we did that also with our other character with shapes as well. And then here we explored different body shapes and how that can interact with the next stages, which would be wardrobe and lifting that character with different features and hair and that kind of thing. So you can see here, based on, the simple shapes of the square and the triangle and the circle, and manipulating them in different ways and having a big shape as a base. You can create different versions of Ratman here. And then we just finalized it into all its glory
Oh
and
my
had a
God.
ball.
Yeah, I mean, this was such a stellar stream. So much fun. Where can people find you on the internet, Sammy?
So
Instagram?
I'm on everywhere. Sammi Zaleski, Sammy with an I. I'm on LinkedIn, ArtStation, Sammi Zaleski Art. On Instagram, come find me. Very active over there. Come say hi.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sammy. Thank you to everyone in the chat. And make sure you guys stay tuned for a new episode of Adventure Bound. Join Wade Acuff as he walks through the tools and techniques that he uses to create his digital illustrations. He'll be sharing live demos and resources throughout the session to inspire you and your own creative journey. So thank you so much for joining us today. It was such a fun stream. And thank you
Bye,
to you,
guys.
Sammy. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, guys.